Righty then, so for this game I'm playing TF Mid, or Twisted Fate for his real name, versus a Gragas Mid. We have Kha'Zix top versus Cho'Gath. We have Rengar jungle and they have Maokai jungle. We have Ezreal Taric versus an Ezreal Lee Sin. Now, I reckon they have Lee Sin jungle because he didn't want support, and this being a blind pick, yeah, you can put two and two together. Right, now, just for note, I was playing with Fourpaws, who also has a YouTube channel. I will put in a link to his channel with this video. So I playing TF mid because I wanted to test it out. It's been a while since I played TF, you see. So we'll get going then. Naturally I start boots 3 pots because you really should in mid, to be honest. It makes no sense to start anything else. So we do the basic thing, we cover the jungle, we don't let them come along and interrupt our Rengar's jungle, you know, because we like a peaceful jungle. A bit odd, Rengar didn't want to do Wraiths, which is fine, so I pulled with red card and then went to lane. And did the basic thing, farm, 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 as always. And now, TF is particularly effective because of the passive. 2 extra gold on kill, which is damn handy, I must say. Stack up money in the early game. It also means it's very viable to go triple GP5 with him in mid lane, which I will be doing in this game. And Kha'Zix gets a kill in top lane. Well done, Fourpaws. So, I just do the normal TF thing. I farm as always, like really you should, early game. I try to poke him a little bit, but I don't really focus on that. I focus on just keeping the lane in the middle and farming. He burst through his mana quite quickly, which I found was a bit odd because he didn't need to, but meh. So I go off and get my blue, and then their Maokai tries to counter jungle this, and I'm like, why? And then I get a kill, double buff, and I'm like, fine, I'm happy with this. Double buff TF, 5 minutes in, oh yes, this is, I'm on a roll at this point, I'm happy. So I go back to mid lane. Gragas didn't even move. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Whoops, didn't mean to swear. And then I just do the basic thing, come back to lane farm. I take a barrel to the face because I was trying to sort of kite the minions so they didn't go into tower range, so that I could guarantee to get all the farm. Which is fine, I didn't really want to take the barrel in the face, but yeah, whatever. He tries to poke me, then body slams away because he's scared because I've got double buff. I keep poking him as always. And then I just slip in a kill with red buff and thing. And then Maokai comes on and ganks me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. He tries it, and then I poke him some more. And then I farm, because I reckon I'm safe. And I reckon Maokai's over here. I'm like, oh, okay, hang on, wait, no, flash, because Gragas was coming. So I just walk away at this point, happy with what I've gotten. I've gotten, what, 2 kills? At 7 minutes. I'm quite happy with this. So I go get a Cages, and I get Sorcerer's Shoes and a Doran's Ring. Now, the reason I went for the Doran's Ring, I need a bit more AP so I can farm safely. Gragas roamed bottom, so I was thinking maybe I'll go down just in case I need to ult down there. And then he doesn't, so I go off and poke him with a gold card and well, that's quickly. He hits me with a barrel, fine, whatever. I just continue to farm, as always. I'm playing incredibly careful in this lane, by the way, because Gragas is renowned for his burst. He can very easily kill me, so, and knowing this, I just play safe. I keep getting the wrong cards because I'm not actually very good with TF, but I understand how to farm with him to a certain degree. I'm probably not the best TF farmer ever, but I try my best, and the whole point playing him was to learn him. So Gragas just continues to farm, and I farm as well. Gragas goes takes the Wraith, so I'm like, fine, okay, whatever. And then he comes back to the mid lane farm, and I get caught by the ult and die, and I'm like, oh man, not happy about that. And then he pushes, and I come back up. And then I go back to mid lane, push it back, and I'm like, man, I shouldn't have died there, but oh well, whatever. And then we have a little argument here. They're trying to gank our bot lane. Our bot lane knew they were there because of wards, and I come down along with Rengar to try and sort of maybe get a kill out of it, but we don't really do a lot. It's sort of like a back and forth trade, whereas we try to poke each other and force an engage. And then we catch Maokai. Maokai dies, and we're like, fine, okay. So at this point, I'm quite happy with the situation. We kill Lee, we then kill Ezreal, and I'm like, yep, okay. So I've got 3 kills now, and I've got 2 assists. Quite happy with that. So I go back to get my last GP5, being the Philo Stone. And now I go back to mid lane to farm. Gragas roamed, or tried to, and then didn't really do a lot. And we go back to the pushing back and forth, as always. It's pretty standard, to be honest. And I tried to catch Lee, but he's got his safeguard, so he just puts down a ward on the other side and safeguards out. We're like, fine, okay. We get him to waste a ward for nothing, really. And then I'm like, okay. And then Rengar's giving me blue buff at this point. I'm quite happy with this. And then Gragas comes back with blue, and I'm like, okay. So back to playing safe then, because he could quite easily burst me still. He hits me with a barrel, I'm like, ouch. And then I derp quite hard here. I don't ult close enough to stun early, and then I can't get back in because of the minions. So we end up losing Kha'Zix, but Cho'Gath dies, and then me and Rengar have to back off, knowing that Gragas will probably come up. I push that back because there's no point leaving it there if no one's going to farm it. So I come back into mid lane to continue with the farm fest. We have a little argument here. We take their wraiths. Quite happy with that. We then take dragon. Quite happy with taking dragon. I go back to mid, push it back. Their Gragas is up here, and I come up to try and sort of deter them, poke them a bit, try and get them away from this lane. And then I'm like, okay, so I'll just go back to mid lane then. Continue to farm, as we can do. And keep mucking up my cards, so it takes me a bit longer to farm than it should. At this point, Gragas is actually about even with me. He's actually, at this point, he's behind because I've got kills. So I'm not too fussed. He's got about the same farm as me. Their blue's up, and we're like, okay, so we're going to count this. And then Rengar comes along. They go off to do their blue, and I force Gragas back a little bit, and then their Lee is here for some reason. Don't understand why. So I go back to trying to push them back. We notice Gragas and Lee go off to do that, and then Rengar just smites it. Now, what really annoyed me here was Ezreal and Taric went up and took my blue from me, and I was like, okay, guys, seriously, why are you taking my blue? And we had a little argument in chat. You can't see it here, sadly, but oh well. So I go back to mid lane. I continue to push it back, because I don't really want to let him push my tower. I'd rather if he was just stuck there. At this point, I've got my Rabadons, so I'm happy with this, because Rabadon's death cap on TF means I can farm safely with wild cards plus a red card, and I sort of stood there waiting for the next wave, and I push it back again. Gragas pushes it back. It's pretty much back and forth lane, and then Gragas goes down here and roams. I catch their Ezreal, kill him. We catch Cho'Gath, nearly kill him, but he gets away through the flash. And then I keep poking, and if you look at the poke I'm doing, it's just crazy. I just keep on hitting wild cards. It's doing quite big chunks of their health, so I'm happy with this. I keep throwing, keep farming as always, and Kha'Zix steals a minion off me, which I was going to hit with a blue card to get my mana back. And then I go back. Now I buy a Sheen, and I'm like, yes, I have Sheen. Now it starts, it's rolling. As soon as I get the Lich Bane, yep, I start killing people really quickly. I then go off to take my blue, thinking that maybe my bot lane would try and steal it off me, and they were actually kind of planning on it, but they thought better of it and decided that they weren't going to steal it off me. So I go back to mid lane. Now that I've got blue buff, I can push really hard with blue buff with Sheen plus Rabadon's death cap. So I just keep on pushing. like you do. Keep on pushing, always pushing, and then we try to. I get baited here and nearly die, very nearly, but luckily I had flash. I'm a little bit miffed at Kha'Zix or Fourpaws because he actually baited me into that, but it's fine. So I've got Lich Bane now, and we're like, yes, we can happily fight this. I ult in and don't really do anything. I keep throwing wild cards, keep hurting them because why not? I might as well poke them, and then if you look at the pose, it's insane. We then dive these two, kill them, and then we push. Now, TF is specifically very strong at pushing due to the fact that he can use his picket card to get a blue card used out of the tower, which is particularly strong on pushing. And then if he's got Lich Bane, because he naturally auto attacks to do damage against the other players, it's particularly effective against towers. Lich Bane is like awesome for pushing towers as AP. So we're perfectly happy with this, and then they surrender and we're like, okay, GG, well played, it was a good game, and quite happy with that.